Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a haul video today because I went to Mystic Aquarium with Marin and Dante and his friend Alton. Alton. I would say Alton. I don't know why. It's Alton. Um, and we went to Mystic Aquarium and Alton had never actually been there before and Dante couldn't remember if he had been there or not, but I want to apologize to you guys. Not even apologize. Okay, I know a lot of times I seem like I'm in the same clothes like all the time. Okay, this shirt I literally wash like every day. This is my pajamas. As you guys know, I do most of my videos late at night because everybody's in bed. It's quiet. That's when I can do them. So that's the deal with that. So, and a lot of the times I do upload videos um, like one right after another. So I'm sorry if it seems like I kind of overload with videos and then you guys don't see me for a while. It's just, depending on the length of the video. Editing takes a while. I don't really edit my videos. I shouldn't even say editing takes a while. But I do special thumbnails now, custom thumbnails, and that takes a little bit. And then you gotta tag all your photos appropriately. And I really hope, I'm looking at this video now and I'm hoping my mouth matches up with what I'm saying, because I just had to mess around with the program, my camera settings. Anyway, whatever, anywho. Okay, so this is going to be a little haul and a chit chat and a little product that I've been using that I'm really, really loving. So, this is the product right here. This is by Oscar Blondie, whatever. Um, and I get this at Ulta. This is the dry shampoo, and it's the invisible spray, and it goes on completely clear. And what I liked about this is it says clear the hair, clear the hair, absorb oil, remove product buildup, and boost volume without water or a trace of white residue. The formula sprays clear, making it undetectable in any colored hair. Well, obviously you guys know I have like multicolored hair, and so I live by this stuff because I'm really trying to keep my color lasting as long as possible. And plus a lot of shampooing and all that kind of stuff, really, it just totally strips the color out of your hair. Even if you do use sulfate-free shampoos, because water is not your friend also when you have this kind of hair color. So, and I know most of you probably look at me and go, your hair's a hot mess. Like, you know what? This is how my hair is always a hot mess. Like, this is just how I wear my hair. Like, if I'm going out, I do like one of these things and then kind of, fix it a little bit, and then there you go. Because I just work with what I got. Could I spend all day straight ironing it? Yes. I mean, obviously when it's freshly washed and curled, it's different. But by day 3, yeah, this is kind of what I got going on. So, I do tend to brush the underneath part so that it doesn't, have all the tangles in it. But this stuff is really amazing, you guys. I had gotten, I was looking for a really good dry shampoo. Now, this is like $12, maybe more, maybe up to 15 bucks for, let me say, 5 ounces. So I don't use it every day, obviously. I mean, day 1 when my hair is freshly shampooed, I don't use it. Day 2, I don't even use it. I just kind of use it when my hair is starting to look a little grungy, even though my hair normally does look grungy. So that's the deal. But because I have black, yes, they're not even black. Yes, they are black. Whatever. They're not. Okay, that's a whole nother story. But we will get to that. My roots are very dark. My hair is going to show like oilier than like someone who has lighter roots. So it's always been that way. And my hair is very, like, it can be really dry at the ends, but at the roots it gets oily. And I don't want to just, and normally, so when I shampoo too, normally I just shampoo the roots. You know what I mean? But this stuff is so amazing. All I did basically with this is, I love the fact that it tells you don't have to even like brush it in. I love it because I got from one of my Mother Earth Creations boxes the Not Your Mother's brand dry hairspray, and I really, really liked it, except that it gives that powdery kind of, you know, it has that like white powdery kind of effect in there. And because of my hair being so dark, it was kind of making it look dull. So I actually gave that to Dante, because a lot of the time Dante has a problem with oily hair himself, and he's not really good at rinsing all the shampoo out of his hair, even though he uses like a, you know, all-in-one body wash kind of thing. But he's not really good at rinsing it all out. So a lot of the time his hair, you know, then the oils really kind of stick to it. And so his hair, which shouldn't look really super oily, so I said to him, I said, listen, here, I had bought this one. So I said, here, take this one. And I showed him how to use it. I mean, it's super easy on a guy, especially. And he has his own hairbrush. So I said, because he's letting his hair grow out. Because normally he just does the buzz cut, or his father does the buzz cut, which I can't stand. Like, I just think he's getting too old for that now. It's like, kind of, you know, get yourself some sort of kind of hairstyle. Of course, now he sort of like, just, like, takes his bangs and just, like, flattens them to his head. And I'm like, kind of like always ruffling his hair and just being like, kind of like, hey, just do this, or do, you know, he doesn't care. You know what I mean? He's 12. Well, he'll be 13 in July. He'll be 13 in a couple months. Which is freaking me out. It's kind of crazy. But, so I gave that one to him, and I said, listen, this is a super cool tool. So I just explained to him, I said, you know, like, if there's a night, you know, I try to make him shower every single night, but of course, you know, sometimes he has ADHD, so we do a lot of homework in this house, and a lot of times he's doing homework like right up to bedtime. Plus, sometimes like his bedtime's like 8 o'clock on school nights, which maybe some of you think that's too early for, you know, a kid of 12 or 13, you know, but I just really feel like kids really, really need their rest when they're going to school. I mean, they start really early. He's out the door by, I mean, you know, just like you would have a work schedule, you know, he's out the door by like 7 o'clock. So he's up, and especially when he comes from his father's, he's here by like 5:30 in the morning. So he's woken up super duper early just so his father can drop him off here so he can get to work. So, you know, that doesn't happen. That's like every other weekend, but still, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just, so then he does, you know, then he's got to go to school and spend his whole day at school. Then he has to come home and he has to spend his whole night like doing homework and everything like that. And I just really think it's really important for them to be well rested. And a lot of times he'll come down at 7 o'clock, you know, or I'll say to him, you know, Dante, take a shower at like 6 or whatever after we eat or whatever. So he'll jump in the shower and he'll get out and he'll come down and he'll say, you know, 7 o'clock or whatever. He'll be like, okay, I'm going, you know, giving us hugs and stuff. And he's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, you're going to bed at 7 o'clock? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm just, you know, I just feel like chilling. Like, I'm just going to go, you know, read a book or whatever. So, I mean, what time he actually falls asleep, I'm not really sure, but he's in bed by 8 o'clock. So, he's so good. I had so much fun with the guys today, but I'll let you know about that. So I gave him the Mother Earth one, and I was showing him, and he was like amazed. It was hysterical. It was like he found like God's gift to, you know, like for Dante to get any kind of product in his hair, he just won't do. So this is the closest thing to product that he will, you know, get. But I was showing him because his hair was looking a little, you know, like bland and whatever, and so we just sprayed some of that in, and then he's got like an ashy brown color. Both my kids have like their natural hair color is like, I think they got them from their fathers, because Chelsea's father had the same, like, I call it poop brown, but it's not even, it's just like blah ashy brown color. And if anybody has ashy brown color, I apologize. I don't mean it bad. It's just like, as kids, you guys probably have noticed this with your children too, like as kids hair is so, like, toddlers hair is so amazing. Like my daughter had the most gorgeous blonde, you know, hair and highlights and everything like that and stuff like that. And then she got older, and by the time she was a teenager, it was that like blah brown color, like that, you know, not even like a deep, rich brown, just like a ash, you know, a dark ash blonde or a light ash brown, whatever you want to call it, just kind of like there. So, you know, she's like, what happened to my hair color? I'm like, I don't know. You got it from your dad because her dad has the same exact hair color. And on a guy, you know, it's like, okay, that's fine. But then I look at Dante and it's funny because Dante turned out the exact same way. Although with Dante now, he'll still, what happens with him is around in the summertime, around his face, it turns blonde, which is really pretty funny. Like, he'll have the, I'm sorry, like, something's irritating my nose right now. I don't know what it is. He'll have the, you know, the ashy brown color or whatever, but then around his face, it'll turn blonde. I don't know. It's really weird. And he tans really well, too. And both my kids actually tan pretty good. I don't. But so we put this stuff in and he brushed it and, you know, I said, brush it really good. And he was like, oh my God. Like, it actually like shined up his hair because it took some of those, the oils and, you know, the debris, like he's in a tornado and there's stuff flying into his hair. But you know what I'm saying. Like, when your hair is oily, you collect stuff in your hair. I mean, there's probably stuff in my hair. Look at this, you know, my lion's mane here. But it really did an awesome job on his. So, because his hair is a lot lighter than mine. So he really loves using that, like, you know, and I can hear him in the mornings before he goes to school and he's, you know, I hear tss, and I'm like, oh, Dante's, you know, and it does because he really likes it, how it gives it a little bit of shine and stuff like that. So anyway, I've been using this because this is amazing. Like I said, I mean, $15 amazing for the purpose that I use it for. I think so. Absolutely. It doesn't give me really that matte, although it kind of does. If you look at this part right here, I used it on here. I just lift up my hair, put it in my roots, whatever kind of thing. And then you don't even brush it. It just says, do this, like massage it. You know what I mean? Like you're washing your hair. And so that's what I do. And that's kind of what I do anyway to build volume into my hair. Like while my hair is drying, that's what I will do. So it's really cool because it gives you some lift when, you know, the oils have already, you know, have like weighted down. And if you notice, like from here back, it's kind of like, you know, doesn't really look oily at all. I didn't do these front strips, so these look a little oilier, you know, but it doesn't give it like that total matte look, but it doesn't, you know, but your hair still looks decent. Okay, so now I have to tell you about a pet peeve. This is driving me crazy, okay? And then we will get on to my haul. You guys are probably like, shut up, Chris, I just want to see your haul. But I said, you know what? I just feel like talking tonight. So, okay, pet peeve. Speaking of this, okay? You guys are not going to be able to see this. Probably not. Okay, I see one right there. I've identified him. Wait, oh, did I move him? Okay, it's a gray hair. Right there. Did you see me touch him? He's sticking up. There he is. Right there. I have like maybe 8 gray hairs. Like I really don't have a lot. But it drives me crazy because when I go to the salon to get my hair done, and like I said, it cost me $100 to look this beautiful. It really does. You guys, I always Instagram and stuff and put on Facebook. You guys see pictures of it when it's first done and it looks amazing. It's just, you know, I've, you know, taken a nap today and, you know, after all the aquarium stuff or whatever. So, you know, this is just slept on, whatever hair. But so I pay $100 and when she cannot seem to cover my gray. And I love her to death. Maggie, I love you, I love you, I love you, but no matter what she uses, she cannot cover my gray. And I'm thinking it's because she's using dark brown. Now, is my hair dark brown? Yes, it's like the darkest brown you get before black, okay? So normally, what I would do, which I think I'm going to do, is just get a box of that root touch-up. Have you guys ever seen that? And it's got the little, like, comb, and you just comb it into your roots. You know what I mean? Because what she'll do is the day 1, it'll look great, right? It looks amazing. By like day 2 and 3, like I notice I have like golden like tinsel in my hair just from, you know, the 8 little gray hairs that I have. it will not stick. So I said to her last time, I said, you really need to use like a gray, like a something that's really going to cover grays. And she did. I saw the box, you know what I mean? I saw, oh, super duper gray coverage, whatever. No, it still didn't do it. I swear to God, the stuff in the box for covering gray is so much better than what they use in the salon. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but I'm ready to just bring in, next time I go, I'm going to bring in a box of Root Touch-Up, and I'm going to say, here, apply this for me. Like, seriously, I'm ready to just go get Root Touch-Up myself in black, and because my hair is basically black anyway, and use that, because I've done that before, and it lasts forever. You know what I mean? Till the next salon visit. But since the salon visits are not helping that area, I don't know. I don't know. It's driving me crazy. That's just a pet peeve of mine. So, yeah, I was going to talk about pet peeves today. I don't really know. I kind of just got on this thing, like, oh, still using my Hydro Coach bottle. I just didn't fill it up. Today I did not bring it to, the aquarium, and we actually did not get home till like 7. But I drank 40%. So I have not hit the 100%. Yesterday it was 60%, but I didn't carry this thing around because, like I said, finding bathrooms and all that kind of stuff, I was like, I don't know, but I'm really loving this thing. It's really inspiring me to just drink more water, drink more water, drink more water. The other question I had for you guys, maybe you guys can help me on my weight loss journey, because I was kind of pissed. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Because what I've been doing is I've been doing the Ideal Shakes, or Ideal Shape Shakes. And all I use is almond milk, and I use the shake mix. I used to fill them with more stuff like oats, and fruits, and all that kind of stuff. But those would really fill me up. So for me to be able to drink 2 of those in a day, like my stomach would just feel so distended. I would add spinach. I mean, I know nutritionally it was good. Calorie wise, actually, it was probably even better, because they would average out to be maybe about 300 calories per shake. So that's 300, and then 300 in the afternoon, and then just eat, you know, a normal meal. I've been doing a lot of soups lately. I know that they are canned and there's a lot of sodium, but I was kind of pissed because I got on the scale, and I don't really think I've really in the last 3 months like really cheated that much. And my scale at home said 7 pounds. I was like, what? There's no way. Like, I know I've lost a jean size. So I'm like, 7 pounds? Like, that was kind of crazy. I'm going to weigh myself again in the morning. But the last time I was weighed was the doctor scale. So I really need to make my annual and go there, my annual appointment. I'm just like, oh, do I have makeup on the side of my mouth? Yes, of course I did. Make my annual appointment and get weighed on the doctor scale and see how much, you know, they say it is. Whatever. Because I know there's so much more. My scale's so old, and who knows, you know. And then I only have linoleum, and then if your floor is not, I know my floors are not like totally even and whatever, so I don't have like, you know, a real super duper scale. Maybe I'll just go out and buy it. I don't know. I've gone through scales. It's been hysterical because I'm just like, ugh. I got one with the dial, and then I got like this one, which is just, you know, a digital kind of, well, it's a digital and it does the body fat percentage and stuff, but I don't use that. I'm like, I just find that to be a crock of crap. That a scale is going to be able to tell you that just because you're wearing no, you know, bare feet, like whatever. Okay. You're not that super. So I don't know. So like I said, I've kind of been staying off the scale, but I think what I'm going to start doing is doing weekly, updates as far as weight wise. I also know I need to get off my butt. I know, I do know I need to do that. So if you guys, I was watching someone else's video, and they were saying, I was just kind of watching, you know, I'm not looking for any fads or anything like that. This is how I'm eating right now. And do I cheat? Yes. Today I had a Monte Cristo sandwich. Like, I never eat like that. And you know what? That's what put me in a food coma when we got home. Like, I never eat like that. But we were out, and I hadn't had my shakes all day, and I just kind of said, you know what, whatever, this is going to be my one meal of the day, which of course is horrible, and I normally don't eat that way, but just do it, you know? But Marin's so bad. Let me tell you a secret. If he watches this video, he's going to kill me. But let me tell you a secret. He always says to me, he's like, oh, because when I said 7 pounds, that's it. He was like, no, that's wrong. He's like, I can tell. I mean, he sees me naked, you know? He's like, I can totally tell that you're not, it's more than 7 pounds. But then on the other hand, I say to myself, you know what? Have you ever like gone into the grocery store and picked up like a 5-pound bag of potatoes? It's kind of a lot. But just knowing I have like 60 to lose, so now I have like 55 more, whatever, to lose. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and I've been working really hard to just eat clean and eat healthy and everything. Because I don't eat junk. I don't eat junk. I don't eat candy. I don't eat, you know, I said, well, yes, I had a Monte Cristo today. But I mean, I haven't had a soda in years. I haven't had a candy bar, I think. Well, I shouldn't say that. Every Easter, I let myself, around Easter time, one Cadbury cream egg. But, I mean, for the most part, I'm like, I really, really, really do eat healthy. So people are like, cut out this. So anyway, I watched this girl's video, and I can't even shout out to her because I don't remember. But she was saying how she lost all this weight without exercise. Now, obviously, that's not the ideal way to do it. Obviously, you need to move, you need to exercise, especially at my age. You know, you got to keep yourself moving because your metabolism obviously slows down. But she was saying that she lost like 56 pounds, I think, by just eating. And of course, some of the stuff she said to me was wrong as far as like what my personal trainer, when I had one, told me. Like, she was like, kashi bars if you want like a snack, you know. He said those are all, you know, Quaker oats. She was saying Quaker oats. She likes the flavored kind. You know, they even have extra fiber and weight control. No, he said it's crap. You know, if you can just get regular rolled oats, you know, people say steel cut oats, but those you have to cook and everything like that. And honestly, I don't think they're any better or worse. Like, if you look at the nutritional stuff on the back of a steel cut, because I bought 2 steel cuts. Irish steel cut oats or whatever, because I'm thinking, okay, well, everyone's saying that, they must be so much better. And then I got my instant, you know, regular plain ones, generic basically, from Stop and Shop, and I compared the two nutritionally. They're the exact same. The exact same. So I think that's hype too. So, you know, except that I have to cook the steel oats forever, and I just don't have time for that. So whatever. So she was saying those 2 things, which I was like, no. But she was saying, one of the big things she was saying, this is my point, was green tea. She said green tea, and then when your body kind of gets used to green tea, oolong tea. Now, a lot of you guys know me. I can't do caffeine. So if any of you guys are health nuts out there, you have personal trainers, you guys go to the gym, you know a personal trainer, you know somebody, some diet guru, you know you're a nutritionalist, whatever, like, let me know, like, if I could do decaffeinated green tea and it would have the same effect. I don't think it will, because I think what she's kind of talking about is giving you that caffeine kick and revving up your metabolism. I can't do any of that stuff with my panic disorder. I can't have any of that stuff. I have not had caffeine in years. I mean, obviously I have, every once in a while I'll have chocolate, and that doesn't throw me into a panic attack. So how much caffeine is there in chocolate as opposed to green tea? I don't really know. Like, I don't know. But so that was like one thing that I was thinking I could add, you know. I'm really trying to do the lemon in my water and making sure it's like real lemon, just because I'm, you know, just to make my body more alkaline. I mean, I know, like I said, the biggest thing is I really got to kind of get off my butt, and I'm sure I'd probably be down 15 pounds as opposed to 7 if that was, you know, if I got off my butt, but I haven't yet, so little by little, it will happen, but it's, you know, anything's a good start, so post your information down below. Let me know, because like I said, someone posted this down below last time. I kind of had a little rant about this, and this was amazing. But I'm really kind of looking nutritional wise. Let me know like what you think as far as because this really did help. So, and she just like 1+'d me on Google too, and I can't think. want to say Cassandra's her name. Like I can picture her picture, but I can't. Oh God, I'm so bad. I'm sorry, honey, whoever you are, because this was a great tip. I love it. I'm drinking so much more water now. My bladder doesn't love it, but I love it. So anyway, I'm going to be doing an empties haul, I think, tomorrow. I actually have quite a few empties, and I will talk to you a little bit about it. I may wait another week and see, you know, what else I finish up as far as beauty products and that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to give you a review since I had showed you my Ulta haul on how I'm liking this, and I really am liking it. I mean, I don't think any dry shampoo is going to be a substitute to washing your hair. I mean, obviously, you know, that's not the case. But there are people, like when I went to Ulta to the brow bar to get my brows tinted and waxed, I go like, I don't know, once every 8 weeks, something like that. I'm kind of like really trying to let them fill in. Like this one right here, to me, is perfection. Like right there. Like, I love it. This one still needs a little filling in, but it's getting there compared to the last time I went. And I hate the fact that, what do they say about eyebrows? Your eyebrows are cousins, not sisters, or something to that effect. Like, I want my eyebrows to look exactly the same. I know the only way that's going to happen is if I pencil them in, and I'm just not willing to do that. Like, I can't be bothered, you know, that's why I get them tinted, just because I can't. Like, I don't know, you know. I feel that looks too made up to me, even when people do it correctly, you know what I mean? I think it looks too made up. For me personally, I think it looks kind of harsh. I don't know. I mean, this doesn't look harsh. I know people are like, Cress, really? Like, get it together, girl. But, so I know this isn't like an alternative to washing your hair, but I really like this brand. So it's Oscar Blandy, I don't know. And you can find it at Ulta. I don't know if you can find it anywhere else, but it's dry shampoo, invisible. And I was asking, because I went and I asked them, and I said, you have an invisible one, like one that, you know, and this is what I found. I don't really know what's in it, to be honest with you, but I'm liking it. It's decent. You know, so, okay, so this is my haul. So we went to Mystic Aquarium today, and I had not been to Mystic since Dante was a baby. Him and his when me and his father were still married. So I will show you what I got. This I actually bought for myself. Marin was like, no, put it on the table, I'll buy it for you. I'm like, no, because like I need another shirt, but I thought it was so cute. Look at it. It's got my glasses. And it's a penguin. And it says geek but chic. I love penguins. I really do. Like, I went to Mystic and I was like, oh, like everything I saw was penguin. I was just like drawn to it. And seahorses. Seahorses were really cool. You guys probably saw all my pictures on Facebook, Instagram. Oh my god, like I kind of went crazy. But isn't this cute? So I can wear like the penguin with the glasses, and then, you know, I bought an extra large, which I'm not an extra large anymore. I'm a large, but or a medium, depending on the shirt. But like, I didn't really want to, because it was a gift shop. You know, like in a normal store, I have no problem putting a shirt over a shirt. You know what I mean? And just like, instead of doing a dressing room thing, I have no problem doing that. Like taking this thing and just pulling it over my head to see how it fits with like the shirt on. Don't care, whatever. See how long it is, because, you know, it seemed kind of long. But then I'm thinking, you know, once you add the boobs and stuff, like, maybe it won't be as long. I don't know. And, of course, I can always cut the bottom. I've done that to some of my shirts, and I kind of like it. I'll cut the bottom of the shirt, like, if it's way too long. And then it tends to curl up. So it kind of has this really cool, like, roll effect on the bottom. I don't know. But I just thought he was so super duper adorable. And, like I said, his glasses match mine. So I just said I had to have him. He's just so cute. So I bought this myself. Because, I mean, Marin's probably, you know, looking at me like, yeah, you need a shirt, another shirt, like a hole in your head. But I am so addicted to, another thing I'm addicted to, guys, graphic tees. I am. I'm addicted. Like, this is what I wear 24/7. I mean, I prefer V-neck. So the fact that this one's not a V-neck kind of is like, ew. Like, not ew. I may cut the collar off it. I mean, I paid what did I pay for the shirt? It was crazy, because it's at Mystic. $25 for the shirt. I'm like, $25 for a shirt? I can go into, you know, the Goodwill and, like, you know, buy a really cool beat up whatever kind of shirt and graphic shirt or whatever for like, you know, $1 or $1.50 or whatever. But I just said, like, the glasses just got me because I love penguins and I loved the glasses because they match mine. So I was like, okay, super cool. But so anyway, so this is what I bought. So for myself. And then we went into, I just have to tell you how wonderful my man is to me. He bought everybody, Alton had brought $20. And they had asked, well, how much is it? And we're like, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is, I'm so happy that Dante has a friend now that I like, I approve of. I know people are probably looking at me like, Chris, really? Like, you have rules and regulations? I really do. When it comes to my kids, I really do. I mean, you know, they have to have manners. They have to have, you know, be polite and everything like that. And Dante had this one friend. There's not too many of his school friends that really live around here, which sounds a little weird. I think there are, but Dante kind of has a hard time. Like, he has friends at school, but then when you ask him to, like, reach out and, like, get their phone numbers and have them over and stuff, he's just not really motivated to really do that, and I don't really get it. So this kid lives right up the street. He had one kid that I just don't like. I never liked from the get-go. He's a punk, can't stand him, but he was really Dante's kind of only friend around here, and he doesn't have any friends around him at his dad's house. So I was like, you know, I kind of put up with him. But then Dante was telling me some stories about how he was treating him, and I was basically like, F him. And I said that right in front of my son. I'm sorry, you guys. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people, like, don't like swearing in front of your children, and for the most part, I don't, even though he's going to be 13. I know he's heard it all before. I don't swear in front of my children, but when I get really upset about something, I was just, you know, I just said, I was like, F that. Like, you know, he's not allowed in this house anymore. He cannot call this house anymore. I'm done. Because there was like 2 episodes where Dante got all excited because they were going to do a sleepover, and the kid's like, okay, I'll call you, I'll call you, I'll call you, I'll call you, and he never texted back, never called him, blew him off twice. And then he was telling me that on the bus, like, the kid won't even speak to him. Like, he'll sit with him at lunch and stuff, but he won't, like, you know, along with his other friends or whatever, but he won't, like, really speak to him on the bus and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, screw him. Like, no. Like, I'm like, you don't need to beg for anybody's attention, Dante. No. I'm like, you are an awesome kid, and I know you have friends at school. And so then he introduced me to Alton, and I went over there, and I ended up talking to his mother for like 3 hours. Like, we have so much in common. And she's like, I thought you were going to be, she goes, oh my God. She got, like, all made up, and I showed up in this, like, this and track pants. Like, I showed up in my pajamas. My hair was up in a bun. I had no makeup on. Because I thought I was just going to, like, you know, drop and go, right? And then I kind of, like, once I got there, I said, oh, that's kind of rude. Like, I've never met this woman before. You know what I mean? Because Dante was going over there to spend some time. So I was like, oh, I got to get out of the car. I'm like, that's just rude. So I got out of the car, and I'm going, oh, she's going to think I'm such a mess. And she was so funny. She was so nice and so inviting. And I'm very social, like, when I meet people and stuff like that. So oh God, she doesn't drive by herself either, even though I'm doing much better with that, guys. Yay, I'm so excited. We have a lot of the same, you know, issues, if you want to call them. We have a lot of the same things in common, and we just sat and talked for 3 hours. Like, this was supposed to be Dante's, like, play date thing or whatever, you know, and he's like, you're not gone yet? I'm like, no, I'm talking, be quiet, like, go away, you know. So super, super sweet. She's like, I was nervous. She goes, I thought you were going to be one of these snotty South Windsor people, because South Windsor is kind of a hoity-toity town, which is really why we moved here, because the school systems are so much better. So, you know, but, you know, like, I go to parent-teacher conferences, and, you know, like, obviously I don't fit in, like, you know. I mean, obviously, once people know me and stuff like that, I mean, like, his teachers and stuff, they all love me and everything, but it's just funny, because, you know, nobody really looks like I do, covered in tattoos and, you know, like, hair and piercings and all that other stuff. But So she's like, I thought you were gonna be one of these, you know, and she was like, oh my God. So we're friends now and everything. We talk and stuff like that. And, you know, so I said, I can drive to your house. Your house is like, you know, 5 minutes up the street. So I said, you know, we'll definitely have to do this more often and all this other stuff. So we exchanged numbers and stuff like that. So she had said, you know, well, how much? And I said, nothing. Like, you know, I'm excited just that Dante has this wonderful friend, and he's so sweet and he's so nice, and he has some anxiety issues himself. I mean, I knew right away just meeting him, but he's very nice, very sweet, very polite. You know, I really do like him a lot. And so I'm just so happy. And I said, now, you know, summer's coming. We got the pool, you know, it's going to be open. And, you know, I'm just really excited. I said, we passed Gillette's Castle, which is also another big attraction here in Connecticut. And we have the largest submarine base here in Connecticut, in Groton. So we're going to go to that. I mean, on our way up to Mystic, like, we're planning all these, what our next family trip is going to be. Family trip. But it was great. It was really great. And Marin had a really good time. He was happy to see me out of the house. I was happy to just see the kids happy. They had a great time. It was wonderful. It was quite expensive. And Marin is a love. Like, oh my God. So we got to feed birds. We went to the bird sanctuary. We got to feed the birds. And of course, the only one who could get a bird on his stick was Marin, because he's so tall. And these birds are up there. And supposedly they give you this little, like, millet, whatever, stick, and they say hold it like this when you walk in, and then when you're ready to, you know, feed, like, just hold it out and they'll come and they'll land on you. Yeah, didn't work that way. So they must have eaten or something. They weren't hungry, so they were all up on their perches and everything. And of course, you know, I can't reach damn thing. I can't reach what's in my counters, never mind these birds. So Marin was getting the birds, and he was bringing them down and then handing them off. So there's a couple pictures of Dante with the bird and Alton with a bird, and then I think there was one with me with a bird. I'm not sure, whatever. So that was really cute. So then we went into, they have shops there on the other side, and we were going to eat there, but there really was not a big choice to eat there. So we ended up going to the Mystic Diner, which was really, like I said, diners get me every time because their menus are so large. Like, you could get breakfast, lunch, dinner all on the same menu. I was like, okay, do I get the bunless turkey burger with the egg whites and something else, or do I get the Monte Cristo? I was just like, he's like, honey, you eat good every day. Like, just, you know, one day, chill out, treat yourself, whatever. But he's bad because he always has candy bars, always. Even though I don't bring them into this house, he goes out and he buys them himself. I just noticed a candy bar wrapper when I was pulling the recyclable water bottles out of the trash to put them in the recycling bin. Another candy bar. Like, oh my God. So he's just he lost 70 pounds on the same diet that I'm on now, and I don't know what he's doing now. I mean, he's just eating like for 10. It's just craziness and such crap. Like, oh my God. But so we went there. So he was like, you know, because he would say, oh, treat yourself every day. Like, you know, oh, come on, you do so, treat yourself, you know, and I'll have those 7 pounds back. You know what I mean? So I didn't. I mean, like I said, I had the Monte Cristo, yes, today. That was my only meal. So, but I will not do that again because I really did kind of feel sick. Like, I was just, I don't know, it was just way too heavy and stuff like that. So we went to my favorites. The one store in the place that I really wanted to find was this. And all you Christians and Catholics and stuff that are on my channel, please don't freak out, you guys, okay? But it's called Mystical Elements, and that is, yes, a pentacle, and it says, experience ancient wisdom. And actually, they have Eastern religions, they have, like, Buddhism, and the Egyptian gods and goddesses, and a pentacle is not the same thing as a pentagram, guys. A pentacle is, I don't wear any pentagrams. Pentacle represents earth, wind, fire, spirit. Earth, fire, wind, spirit, and water. So it's just, that's all. It's an elemental thing. So anyway, I don't want people freaking out and going, oh my God, she worships the devil. I don't even believe in the devil, to be honest with you. but I believe in evil. I just don't believe in the devil. But I've talked about my and then of course here I have my collection of crosses. I've talked about that before. So, so this is what I got. Let me pull out the big one first. Is this the big one? Yes. Okay. So he was showing me some crosses and for my cross collection, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's cute. Whatever. And I noticed some up on the wall, like as we were almost like walking out, because I said I don't want to just buy something to buy it. Like I really wanted to go to the store. I was really excited about it, but they didn't have. I wanted to get an abalone shell for when I smudge. I was looking for a fan, a feather, a really nice. You can just use a hawk's feather or whatever, but I wanted to get really nice feather fan for when I smudge. But when I'm burning sage, that's called smudging, and you just kind of walk around the house, and you can say a chant or whatever, and it whatever you want to say or whatever, and it removes negative energies and stuff like that. But they didn't have it. They were out of them. She's like, we sell out of those. And they only had one fan, and it wasn't really like what I wanted. I know I can go like on eBay and stuff like that or whatever and probably find one. But this, as soon as I saw this, I was like, yes, I had to have it. So he bought me this cross. Oh my God. Okay. So this is the Green Man. So it's a Green Man cross. Now, for you guys that don't know, look how beautiful this is. I just think this is so gorgeous. And it's usually depicted like with the the leaves and the grapes and that kind of stuff and everything like that. And it's just a face. Usually sometimes he has leaves and branches coming out of of every orifice. Sometimes he has. I'm just gonna read you guys a little bit on Wikipedia so you guys are not like, okay, this girl's totally crazy, like what's the deal. Like she's in a Wiccan shop, which it wasn't really Wiccan, but whatever. It was and it wasn't. It kind of had like everything in there. I'm gonna read you a little bit about Green Man just so you guys know. So it says Green Man is a sculpture, drawing, or other representation of a face surrounded by or made from leaves. Branches or vines may sprout from the nose, mouth, nostrils, or other parts of the face, and these shoots may bear flowers or fruit. So as you can see here, you have the leaves, the man, and the leaves, and the fruit. So, it's as commonly used as a decorative architectural ornament. Green men are frequently found in carvings on both secular and ecclesiastical buildings. The Green Man is also a popular name for English pub houses, and various interpretations of the name appear on inn signs, which sometimes show a full figure rather than just a head. The Green Man motif has many variations, found in many cultures from many ages around the world. The Green Man is often related to natural vegetative deities. Again, yes, I do believe in gods and goddesses. I also do believe in God himself. It is primarily interpreted as a symbol of rebirth, representing the cycle of growth each spring. And so that's what I think of it. Green Man, like mostly is a cycle of rebirth. And so everybody needs rebirth. Everybody needs rejuvenation. Everybody needs to God, like reinvent themselves, like just always do better, always, rebirth is just such a positive, to me, it's such a positive word. I just love it. So I've always been very fond of anything Green Man. And because also it's totally like nature related too, and so oops. Hold on a second. This is not fitting in. Okay, because I wasn't putting it back in the box correctly. So I got that. This is going to show you how diverse I am. Let me see. Hold on. This video is going to be like an hour long. I know. I'm just talking. Yeah, they talk about the types of Green Man in churches, later variations. Let me see if it says anything. No, not really. Related characters, neo-paganism. I mean, this is in Wicca. The Green Man is often represented as the horned god, syncretic deity that appropriates aspects of, among others, the Celtic, I don't know, and the Greek Pan. So the Greek goddess Pan, it's sort of like in the Wiccan religion, it's sort of like an equivalent of that. But anyway, so, and they also compare him to the Egyptian goddess Auroris, because Auroris is commonly depicted with a green face representing vegetation, rebirth, and resurrection, that kind of stuff. So anyway, we went to this first store that was like basically mostly like Buddha stuff, and they had some really cool stuff, but the woman was a total witch. Like, she was so, like, Dante was like, oh, Nag Champa, and he's like, you know, trying to like open like the incense box to see what it smells like. I'm like, oh, I love Nag Champa, it's like one of my favorites. And she's like, don't touch the incense, you can't open it. And then she like started really being like, and then she said something else. I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm not gonna have you're snapping at my kids. Like, when I walked in, I'm like, hello, like, you know, I'm like, hey, good morning, or whatever, and she was just like, hi. And then she started snapping at the kids, and I was like, whatever. You know, they're not like little ones running around, like, ripping up your store. It's like, how about you have some customer service if you're going to run a store? No, I'm like, I am not buying from her. She's a biatch. So the next thing I got, and I'm just going to, okay. Let me just check here really quickly. I'm just looking it up in Wikipedia. This article may contain improper references to self-published sources. Okay. Okay, well, anyway, this is the other thing that I got. I'll try to find another source just to explain to you, because I was kind of trying to explain this to Marin. I got this beautiful, and we're going to hang this in my room right next to my fairy picture. This beautiful Om symbol. And you guys may have seen my Alex and Ani bracelets. I like love anything Buddhist. You know, there's the Buddhist Om and the Hindu Om, but you know, I mean, I just thought this was so beautiful. I really, really liked it. So this is going to go in our bedroom. And he was like, well, what does it mean? And it's kind of hard to describe. So it says, let me see. Because it says here, there's a difference between, there's a bunch of different ones too. Because there's Balinese and all this other stuff. Okay, so for example, it literally means, before creation began, it was, I can't even say it, it was the emptiness or the void, meaning literally no sky is more than nothingness, because everything then existed in a latent state of potentiality. So the vibration of Om, you know, when people like, you know, that's kind of a running joke when you meditate or you do yoga, you have to do Om, Om. You know, it symbolizes the manifestation of God in form. Om is the reflection of the absolute reality. It is said to be, I can't even pronounce this, without a beginning or the end, and embracing all that exists. So the mantra Om is the name of God, the vibration of the Supreme. So it gets really like more into depth and detail or whatever, but it's sort of, to me, it's just embracing all that exists. That's kind of what the Om symbol, you know, means to me. So that's kind of, it was really hard to describe to him, because I'm like, well, it kind of means like nothing, like nothingness, and I was trying to explain it, and he was just kind of looking at me like, okay. So I just thought I'd read it to you guys would know. But you know, I kind of, like I said, I take little bits and pieces of different religions and what works for me and what kind of hits here, you know what I mean? And this symbol right here absolutely hits here. Like, I find it to be amazing. It's about absolute reality and um embracing all that exists, like living in the moment, like, like just emptying your brain so there's nothingness and letting in just everything that exists, like just filling it with positive energy and all that kind of stuff. If that makes any sense to you, probably not. I probably sound like a total wacko. But anyway, that was my haul. That was my trip to Mystic. Oh my god, we saw so many cool things. I'm trying to think what my favorite thing. I think the beluga whales were my favorite, to be honest with you. I find them to be totally fascinating because Dante asked me, he's like, Mom, what was your favorite part? I said, I really think the beluga whales. Like, every time I go there, the beluga whales are those big white whales, and they kind of look like a cross between a whale and a porpoise. Like their face has this really cute porpoisey kind of face, and then they open their mouths and they have this big pink tongue, and they're just so cute, and these little eyes, and these chubby cheeks. Like, they're just so adorable. But it's amazing because you can go up top and you can see them up top and like hear them make their noises and whatever, and then you can go underneath and you can watch them swim, and they swim right by the glass. They're like, in fact, one of the videos that I posted on Facebook was like that. It was like, and it's amazing how big these creatures are, but they're so beautiful and majestic. Like, I really, really liked it a lot. It was really cool. It was just really super neat. I actually I pet a shark today. I think it was like a sand shark, or I don't know, some totally harmless shark, and it was kind of weird. It felt kind of like leather. Like, it was just kind of weird. Like, it was almost kind of furry, but not really. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. No, I pet an alligator, a baby alligator today, and that definitely felt like leather. Like, I'm like, oh, that feels like a purse. You know what I mean? Not that I would ever own an alligator, anything, purse. I wouldn't. In fact, it's kind of funny because I had a genuine Dooney and Burke alligator and purse, and I used to sell purses, and I used to get them from a guy in California. He had a small boutique, and so he would sell me box lots of his, either last season or, if they were like floor models, that kind of stuff, whatever. So there may be a few little teeny imperfections or something on them. If they were, totally legit, like really, there might be a little scuff here or whatever. Or they were just not the latest, thing, the latest model or whatever. And so I had a Dooney and Burke alligator. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't alligator, it was ostrich. It was ostrich, it was not alligator. But I would never, like, own that, like, stuff. Like, I won't wear leather, like, actual leather or anything like that. I just won't. But, anyway, so that's it, guys. That was my haul. That was all my talking I'm going to do for the night. But I was, like, really, really excited to get these things, so I cannot wait to hang them up. And I'm just really, really excited, and I just had an amazing family time tonight. It was a family day today, and so, if you guys are trying to message me, I apologize. I had one person, oh god, message me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, she's like, you didn't answer me, and, like, I did I say something to offend you? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm just, like, I'm out, like, I'm at the aquarium, like, I really don't check my phones, I don't really check my Facebook. Like, I'll upload to Facebook or whatever, like, what I'm doing, but I just don't really kind of, like, engage in conversation when I'm with, I'm out and about doing stuff. But anyway, so I will talk to you guys later. Post below, guys. Give me some diet tips that you use, or you have used, if you've lost, like, a significant amount of weight. And I know, and please just don't say exercise, you know what I mean? Or portion control. Like, I know all that stuff, you know what I mean? But, like, little, maybe hints and tips or tricks, like I said, if you guys are, if any of you are nutritionists or people who are, just maybe some stuff that I can do to kind of speed things along a little more. let me know. I'm just curious because, you know, I'd really like to, you know, try anything I can, obviously within, you know, I can't take stimulants or anything like that. So, but, you know, I mean, naturally, whatever, you know, really helps. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening to me for so long. This is Chris's movie haul and product, product review, and, let's talk about anything. I don't know. So I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, and if you want to be part of the Chris's YouTube family, please post below. I was going to say thumbs up this video again. I gotta turn those damn things back on. I just didn't because there was always one person who has to go through and just thumbs down my videos every single time. And I was just like, really, people? Like, it was getting annoying. It wasn't even like it bothered me because I mean I look at some YouTubers that are huge and of course they have thumbs downs too, you know what I mean? But I'm just sort of like, really? Like I would just see that and it would just kind of like really? You know, because I know that's what the people are doing. So whatever. So it just got annoying to me. You know, like that little thing that just kind of annoys you. So I was just like, let's just disable the ratings because I don't even care. Like, it's just so dumb. I mean, you know, it's not going to make people watch my videos any more or less. Like, whatever. I have loyal subscribers, so whatever. I'm not going to even get in on that rant. But comment below. Hit the subscribe button. Clicky, clicky, clicky. And if you would like to see, you know, anything else you guys would like to see me do, I still have to, I'm going to start the Wreck-It journal. Oh my God, I'm going to start it. Maybe I'll start that tomorrow too. And I have not done the cookbook yet. I will do it. The next time we go shopping, I swear to you guys, I will, the cookbook, I will pick up the ingredients and I will make that so you guys will be able to see that. But the Wreck-It journal, I really want to start. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll start that tomorrow. I got so much to do. I just have to really, like, we just rearranged and reorganized our bedroom. And so now I'm kind of trying to reorganize stuff here. And there's stuff that needs to go into storage. And it's just kind of craziness. So my list never ends. So, you know, to all you people that like work and raise kids and bring them to ballet and bring them to gymnastics and whatever and manage to get their homework done and all this other stuff, my kudos to you, man. Like, seriously, I can't figure it out because, I mean, I used to do that too, but now that I don't, I go, how do these people do it? Because I just can't seem to find enough hours in my day. I mean, here I am up at 3 a.m. doing videos because there's no time during the day to do them. So I don't know. But anyway, subscribe and, oh, don't forget to enter the March. I keep saying March. It's not March. I love March because March is my birthday month. I love it, but it's not March. The May vendor-sponsored giveaway, which is for Waxy Lady. I will post that link below also. And I will talk to you guys later. Mwah.